So I'm out of Bishkek today on a little road trip, heading to the fourth city of Kyrgyzstan. It's about 400 kilometers away, and it's a chance to see some of this beautiful country. So I'm just by Lake Issyk, just come out of Bishkek for a few days. I met a guy staying in the same accommodation as me, and he had to come out of town, do a business trip, so he invited me along, do some translating for him and to hang out with, so I thought, yeah, why not? So we can have a little chat with Danny later. That's Danny there. We'll have a few words with him later on. It's a bit noisy here by the lake. So we're just having a little break, stopping off for a drink, so a little chance to have a chat with Danny. So Danny, what are you doing in Kyrgyzstan?
You know, Paul, I'm working for a development agency called GIZ. It's actually financed through the German taxpayer, and we actually do social projects here in Kyrgyzstan. And in particular, I organize trainings on health and safety, with the ultimate goal actually of reducing the risks in the tourism sector.
You have lived in Congo for 5 years, Madagascar for 8 years, so you're kind of quite clued up on life in developing countries. I know you haven't been in Kyrgyzstan for long, but what are your impressions of Kyrgyzstan? Maybe how do they compare to the other developing countries?
I mean, yeah, it's a good question, and it's quite difficult to answer. There's definitely a lot of potential in this country. The liberal system is not really there. It's still a lot of old socialist thinking, you know, in the range. It's quite difficult to go to that entrepreneurship. People are not so used actually to take initiatives. So they like to see, look, this is what you have to do. And so for us it's quite difficult because we like to have a lot of commitment and ownership in a country. Whatever we do as a project, we try to get people on board, you know, and come up with ideas. But we don't want to impose them. We don't want to top down. We really want to have people committing. In that case, then it's definitely a bit further on the line in terms of development than Congo. And
it's more developed here.
Yeah, definitely more developed, that's for sure. But still, the mentality is still a lot of work to be done in my eyes. I mean, if I can see. I think the country deserves much more attention for the European tourism destination, and I hope it will kick off, you know, in the years to come. Let's see how it goes.
I think it will. I think it will eventually. Yeah. Well, not even in that distant future. I mean, it's a cool place to visit. Kyrgyzstan's cool, as you know. Anyway, why don't we go have a game of chess?
Okay. Let's see if I can beat you.
Yeah. Catch you later, guys. Some little cows hanging out by the roadside. They won't get out the way, you have to go around them. They're pretty stubborn. So we just arrived at our guest house after quite a long drive, and tomorrow we can go check out the city.